Are you listening?
The Running Wrestling Podcast. End your week the right way fast. Step into the ring with us, no DQ, just trust. The Running Wrestling Podcast.
Oh, sorry. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Running Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Big Mike, and I am joined, as always, by my friend, my brother, my partner, Sped Rock. What's going on tonight?
Man, finding out that freaking not anywhere that freaking Stampede wants to go is going to cost them like $700 in gas. So feel bad for the man. Someone send this dude to Omaha State.
Oh, come on. Killing me. Sydney, Nova Scotia? What in the world? Anyway, hope everything is going well, Sped. I am also joined by our friend and brother, EC. Straight from the cab of his truck. What's going on, brother?
It's all good. I'm still trying to deal with this one saying a boot.
A boot.
Stay safe over there in Albertville, Alabama. I only say that because he's not going to be there very long, luckily. Make sure you stay clear of the meth head. It may be like The Walking Dead around there at some point. So
I'll be leaving this place as soon as we're done here.
No, we'll try to get through. We'll try not to have our normal 2-hour show. We'll cut it to an hour and a half, just so you can get out of it a little earlier. As someone who's from Alabama, we don't really go to Albertville all that much. That area.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hope everybody in the audience is doing well. We will say hello to some of the people that were with us on the behind the scenes and here for the beginning of the show. TC, always here behind the scenes. What's going on, brother? Stampede, our resident, not only wrestling encyclopedia, apparently, he is also just a regular encyclopedia, as we learned the Vikings landed in Newfoundland around 1000 AD. He is about 6 hours away from Oak Island. If you don't know what Oak Island is, look it up. They're looking for some gold up there in Oak Island. I don't know what they're looking for, but they found a bunch of other shit. So.
I love
Lady
gold.
Alpha also in there. Appreciate you coming in, Lady Alpha, to behind the scenes. And joining the show as we come in, Extreme Chick. What's going on, Extreme Chick? Appreciate you. And Isaiah was in there somewhere. I can't find his comment. I should have started. There he is, saying hello to Isaiah. What's going on, Isaiah? Lives about 40 minutes from the Maryland Bridge. If you can't tell, behind the scenes is just kind of a free-for-all. We don't really talk wrestling. We talked kind of just geography, obviously, if you see from some of the comments. Make sure you guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you go over to Twitch, SP3D or OCK, so you can catch us behind the scenes 30 minutes before we go live every show. And if you're on Twitch, make sure you get this QR code right up here. That way you can go to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It is absolutely free. Other way, Sped, you're pointing at EC's head. I don't think that's going to take him to YouTube. This one right here. I got you right here, right there by my head. Scan that QR code, go over to YouTube, give us a subscribe, like the video, like the channel. It helps us out. We are currently at 277, I believe, trying to make it to 300. Let's try to get a push 300 before WrestleMania. Let's see if we can get that. So make sure you tell a friend if you like the show. Tell them to come in, check us out, give us a shot as we end your wrestling week the right way. We are talking a little bit of Royal Rumble and everything else that happened this week, as you can see by the thumbnail. If you like the thumbnail, let me know in the comments. I'm trying some new stuff with the cartoon versions of the three of us. I guess if I'm doing it right, I guess I should do it that way. That way EC is in the middle, just like it shows on the picture.
Get him out of here.
Well, I'm afraid if I move it around too much, you'll actually have to see him on your screen. It won't be the black screen anymore, so I'm trying not to mess it up.
Yeah,
I don't want to scare you away.
Yeah.
You've got enough white trash to deal with over there in Albertville. I don't need you to have any more, so you're good. And if you're watching this from Albertville, Alabama, these are all jokes. I love you guys. I promise. Sure. Check in with Zach. It is National Weatherspoon Day or Weather Person Day. I can't read. I'm from Alabama. I can't read. Weather Person Day. There's actually a famous weather person here in Alabama, James Spann. Everybody knows him. If you're from the state of Alabama, everybody knows who James Spann is. So happy Weather Person Day to James Spann. But look, you guys aren't here to hear about my meteorologist. You're here to talk about some wrestling and find out what happened this week. And we will get right into the show. Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, it is WrestleMania time. We are headed to on the road to WrestleMania, as they say, and we kick it off with the Royal Rumble. I will not talk much about the Royal Rumble because I actually did a post show with a couple of people. Thank you to Lady Alpha, Michael Llewellyn, and Brian, who was on the show, all on our prediction show, for joining me for the post show. I will let these two gentlemen talk about their thoughts about the Royal Rumble, and I'll kind of jump in whenever. But to start off, just an overall grade. Sped, what did you think about the Royal Rumble overall?
I gave it a B. Yeah, overall.
All right.
Generous.
Yeah.
Well, EC, you said it was generous. What's your grade for the overall?
Yeah.
No, I got to give it a
high
D.
B.
I got to give it a D because
E.
yeah, those eliminations were so random and when I say random, I mean like badly timed.
Yes, I get what that is. Yes.
And well, that being on both the women's and the men's, more so the men's. I thought,
Men's.
once Brock and Oba were eliminated, it was pretty much a guarantee at that point that Roman was winning. So I didn't find it that enjoyable.
Appreciate you coming.
I enjoyed the women's a hell of a lot more.
Thank you, man. I think most people did. I mean, they were closer to each other than they have been in the past few years. I mean, the past few years, the women's has been a lot better than the men's.
Yeah.
But they were actually a little closer together than I thought it would be this year. But yeah, I mean, we'll go through each one, starting with the Women's Royal Rumble. EC, I'll kick it off with you. Liv Morgan is going to WrestleMania. Just the Women's Rumble overall. Tell me a few things that you thought about it, and do you agree with Liv Morgan winning?
I do. Liv was my my pick to win the Royal Rumble. It was definitely time. As far as the Women's Rumble itself, again, it's like the eliminations were kind of weird. Alexa Bliss got thrown out kind of early. Becky Lynch was in and out, just to name a couple. But, I mean, overall, I thought the women's was still better than the men's. But, yeah, Liv winning the Royal Rumble, I like it. And I think I think Liv versus Raquel would be a better story at WrestleMania than Stephanie, but we'll see how that goes. I mean, I think if Raquel doesn't get added into this match at WrestleMania somehow, I think Raquel ends up costing Liv at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that. Sped, what'd you think of the Women's Royal Rumble?
Oh, I liked it. Lash looked great. All right. Lash came out looking like a beast throughout that whole thing. The only thing I didn't really care for was, we had a moment there where we thought we were going to get a real good, and I understand they're foreshadowing what's going on later. But you had a moment where Natty versus Becky, and that right there looked like it was going to be a banger right off the rip. So, but, it was real quick too. Like Natty put it right over real fast. So I get that part, but the whole thing was I enjoyed watching Lash show off, being that star that I know she is. I've been saying it since NXT. Out of everyone in Meta-4, that's the baddest woman out of that whole, the baddest person out of that whole group. Listen, I understand.
Is she the only one from Meta-4 still with the company?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, she was the baddest one in that. Yeah. when I was talking about it, at that time. But no, I agree with everything. But Brie coming back was dope.
I'm glad, because I'm glad that you mentioned that on the NXT thing because I completely forgot it. Yeah, my NXT girls, they did wonderful outside of Lola Vice, just because that's not my person. But my JC2 time, the NXT Women's Champion, Sol Ruka.
Sol Ruka making the final three. I mean, that was pretty impressive, especially for your debut. I mean, it's going to be hard to keep her back down in NXT too much longer. I think she gets called up after Mania personally, but I mean, she definitely made an impact.
Yeah, I was just having this conversation with someone last night about Sol because he was like, I think she'll get called up here soon. But in my opinion, you still need Sol for Stand and Deliver to sell tickets on that. So I think definitely after Stand and Deliver.
Yeah,
Yep, you're
I
right
think
about
they
that, yeah.
definitely set up her and JC, and it's probably going to be a multi-woman match after what happened on Tuesday, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But they definitely set up her and JC pretty well there. So,
Yeah.
What's up, Randy, from the How About Them Effing Dogs podcast? Make sure you go check him out. Comes
What's
on
up?
every Wednesday at 7:00. A Georgia Bulldogs podcast. Really, really great content, especially if you're a Georgia Bulldogs fan. If you're a college football fan in general, he's got really great content. But specifically Georgia Bulldogs, go check him out over on his channel.
Go Dogs.
Yep, that's a thing that people say. We'll definitely go with that. But yeah, I mean, overall the women's was good. I didn't mind the timing of some of the eliminations. At least it furthers some of the storylines that they're doing. The way Alexa got eliminated that you mentioned, and the fact that Becky got eliminated by Natty, they can kind of continue that. So definitely didn't mind some of them. I do think some of them were a little quick. And correct me if I'm wrong. In Stampede, I may need your help on this. Has the interval between people coming in, has it always been 90 seconds? Because it seemed to go a lot quicker than I remember in the past.
It used to be 2 minutes, and then they changed it to 90 seconds.
So.
Okay, I thought it was too, because it seemed like it was a lot quicker than I ever remember.
I think
Charlotte and Alexa were in there fighting, and all of a sudden we were like number 15, and I'm like, wait, what the hell happened? So
yeah, I think it's been 90 seconds for about 3 or 4 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seemed to move a lot faster this year. Like even from last year, I don't remember it moving that quickly. I guess maybe.
Yeah, and I think next year definitely. I want to time it because I don't believe they're actually doing 90 seconds.
Well, and it's never clear. Is it 90 seconds from the time they're announced, or is it 90 seconds from the time they get in the ring? It's got to be from the time they're announced.
Yeah, it's definitely from when their music hits.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely, it's they're never really clear about that part. They talk about some of the other stuff, but they're never really clear about all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Moving on, we had AJ Styles versus Gunther. In what was my match of the night, I'll get your guys' opinion. Sped, what'd you think of the match, and was it the right move to go with Gunther?
Oh no, I love this match, and if you're gonna make him the career ender, then yes, this is the right move. AJ was already hinting off, and I don't know if he's going other places, whatever.
Up, Carol?
But there was a lot of hints that he was going to be done here. Did I want to see him be done here? No, but it is the poetic ending that a lot of people didn't see, like what you said, Big Mike. He started at the Royal Rumble. It's fitting for him to end it at the Royal Rumble,
Yep.
So and he got the wrestler's ending, not the entertainment style, So. I thought this was really good. And it was my match of the night. I love this match.
Yeah, to me, and I mentioned it on the post show. So make sure you guys go check it on the channel. Back, it was right after Royal Rumble on Saturday. We did a post show, and that was kind of my thought of the match. This was the perfect send off for AJ Styles. It wasn't a show built around him. It was kind of behind the scenes. He didn't tap out like John Cena did with a smile. Just kind of giving up. He definitely made his body gave up on him. It wasn't, where he was just ready to go. You could definitely tell he's going out kind of kicking and screaming. EC, what are your thoughts about it? And what are your thoughts about AJ Styles in general? Now that he's quote unquote retired.
I do believe that in ring he is done. I think if you go back to that interview that John Cena did there like the week of after his last match, he mentioned that he had asked AJ if he wanted to do a whole year run, and AJ was like, I can't do it physically, I can't do it. So no, I 100% believe he is done wrestling. As far as the match itself, yeah, it's unarguably the best match of the night. I think Gunther put a severe beating on that man too.
Oh yeah.
So no, it was the right move. I mean, Gunther's the right man for this type of stuff because people already hate him as is.
And yeah, he definitely got it on Monday night.
He deal with that too.
Yeah.
It was great with that freaking phenomenon. Comes out as AJ Styles music. That was great.
Yeah, he's a lot like The Miz in that respect, where he not only does he not mind getting booed, I think he enjoys it. just because that's part of the
Yes.
business and part of part of wrestling in general. So yeah, I don't think he minds it at all. And Carol, I haven't seen that. I'll have to go back and find what she wrote because I'm very interested in that now. If you will drop, I guess whatever her Twitter or X is or wherever you found it, if you'll kind of source that so I can go back and take a look at it, I would love to read it.
Wendy.
And Gunther, there you go. We gave it an 8.35. Another one of those WWE 8 ranks that Sped mentioned from Stampede. Stampede loving him some WWE, which is very odd.
It's great.
Speaking of people loving the WWE, in a match I didn't love myself, Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre retains. I'll start with you, EC. What'd you think of the match?
I didn't think it was a bad match. I just, I've said it before. I don't believe Sami Zayn belongs in world championship matches, which is why, a couple years ago he got the one in Montreal at the pay-per-view before WrestleMania, and it's why he got it this time at Royal Rumble, because he won't have a champ. At least I don't think he'll be in a world championship match at WrestleMania. So the match itself was good. You had to be delusional to think Sammy was winning this match. Drew is headed into WrestleMania as your WWE champion.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. This match, that's why the headline reads Drew retains. Yeah, it was boring. Yeah, we all knew what was going to happen. We got a bunch of pops and everything. We all knew it was going to happen. That's why, this is just one of those matches that, like I said, if you put them, what did you say last week? Big Mike, you said he needs a new gimmick or whatever, right? El Generico can come back, all right? If we want to look for another funny gimmick, El Generico can come back.
And Isaiah, I disagree with that. He made it a lot of things. I don't think he made it painless, though. He got kicked in the face numerous times. I don't think it was painless by any means.
I don't know if you can wrestle Drew painless.
Yeah. And to answer your point there, Randy, he is a Georgia Bulldogs fan.
Oh, yeah.
Correct. He's from the area, so yeah. 100%.
100% of the time, you're going to see AJ Styles in a Georgia / Braves gear.
Yep, and there's Carol backing that up. 100%. I mean, he's from that area. He grew up in Georgia. I mean, it makes sense. So,
yep.
All right, moving on to the men's Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns getting the win, just like Liv Morgan going on to WrestleMania. EC, I'll start with you again. Do you like the call of Roman Reigns, or what did you think of the Royal Rumble?
I'm never going to like the call of Roman Reigns. He is not my tribal chief. I will not acknowledge him. But that's what's going to sell tickets, right? CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. As far as the Royal Rumble itself, I liked made Oba look like. I mean, Oba is a monster,
yes.
So that was wonderful presentation, especially with the his entrance and the fire and everything. I love the pictures that you decided to put up here because I wanted to say this whole El Grande Americano situation. There's only one. That original is a fraud. So it is.
Well,
good stuff. And what's up to Herb for the Herb and Raj podcast? We will hear from him a little bit later on in the show. Thank you for coming in. I hope everything's going well. I know you're on the road right now, so be safe. I hope you get home good. Hope you get home safe and well. And again, you one of the pictures there, and Isaiah mentions it. A good debut for not only Oba but for formerly known as Powerhouse Hobbs, now known as Royce Keys. Ed, what'd you think of all the debuts in the match? There was a couple, and were you disappointed that there wasn't more?
No, listen. I taught my daughter the La Barca dance. Okay, he came out, and I was like, baby girl, come here, and I started teaching her how to do it. And she was like, my daughter loves it. Okay, we were doing that. She goes, why did the iguana get choke slammed? I was like, baby girl, that's the best damn thing that can happen in this whole show right now.
Thank
God. The damn iguana got iguana.
That stupid iguana got exactly what he deserves.
Easy, killer. Hey, check the iguana up here. Look, we stand this for iguana on this show.
Amazing. Juana's amazing.
You know what? No, that iguana got chokeslammed
No,
and
that-
tossed just like it deserved.
Yeah, I changed your
That
position.
iguana
Now
I'm
you
talking
now you
about.
just point the other way. Not the other way.
Yeah,
I changed you up. Sorry. That's on me.
That-
I should have known
iguana.
better. Than,
No,
yes, Extreme Jake. Oba did
but yeah,
also
no, I thought this was
really the standout of the Rumble. So
yeah, Oba's.
I know. I like how they presented Power or Royce.
Royce Keys,
Yeah, I
no,
like how
they
they
definitely
presented
made
Royce
him
Keys.
look like a star.
Yeah,
And if you haven't watched the
the way they
vlog of
came
him
to
before
Powerhouse
the
Hobbs.
take a second, go to WWE's YouTube page, and he has about a 5-minute vlog of him before the Royal Rumble. It is worth it to go watch that just to see his experience, kind of some of the people he interacts with. It was really cool. You can definitely tell he's happy to be in the WWE. It's somewhere he's always wanted to be. So that's congratulations to him. And don't come at me with the name thing. The name means so much to that guy. I mean, don't even start that crap. That's ridiculous.
wrestling fans coming after someone's name when it's their choice is something.
Yes, that's happened a few times here recently. I don't know. People just want to complain about something. Anytime somebody changes something, and sometimes it's warranted. We may get to one here in a minute that got changed on Monday night. That was not good.
No.
So, and there you go. Carol wanted to see LA Knight win. Yeah. I know that makes Sped happy. Overall, I thought it was a good Rumble. But we can't go without talking about why we're all really here. Who is the new champion on WWE? If you follow me on socials at _BigMike27, you guys already know Herb from the Herb and Raj podcast. A last-minute call-in addition to the show comes in and wins the whole damn thing, picks both the men's and the women's winners. He couldn't be here on the show tonight. Like I said, he is currently driving, but he did send his first official address as champion, and here you go.
Yes, it is I, your champion, king of the Royal Rumble, king of everything I see. Lucky for you, I don't have my glasses on. I can't see very much right now, but still, I am the champion. Ever since the moment when Mike texted me those words, Herb, please take a shower and join our pick show. I thought, well, one, I have been working today. I'm a little sweaty. Maybe that's why he wants me to clean up. But number two, it was very clear. I was sent to save the show. I was very suave. I was very debonair. I was impressed with myself at times. People laughed at my jokes and marveled at my picks, and Senior Google by my side. We were unstoppable. Got the ladies' Royal Rumble right, the men's Royal Rumble right. I even had the finalists in the men's Royal Rumble. That's what happens when you're, as great and as good looking as I am. It's just, I'd like to tell you guys to put in a better effort next time, but I feel like you guys were giving everything you got. I feel like there's no better from you. So I don't know what to do. And I know there's more championships ahead, but as every good villain, I will be avoiding those as much as possible. I'm already feeling like a little arthritis might make me miss the WrestleMania championship show. So maybe I can hold this title until next Royal Rumble. But no matter what, I came here to say, you're welcome. You finally have a champion that is worthy of I really don't know what you guys are bringing to the table, but I'm me good, you bad. That's what I'm getting at. So, well, in close, in the immortal words of Herbert Sylvester Ragsdale Jr., you all suck. Herb, out. Oh, I don't have an assistant. All right. Herb out. Herb out.
Thank you so much, Herb, for sending that in. Our brand new WWE champion. And don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I know he said he had some arthritis and may not be able to defend his crown as the commissioner of this league. He will definitely be defending that crown at Elimination Chamber. So we'll see if he even makes it to WrestleMania, because we will definitely be coming for that crown from Herb. But thank you. It was a great show. It was a lot of fun on our draft. Sorry, EC, that you couldn't be there. I know you had a great opportunity that we'll talk about here in a little bit as well, because I definitely want to shout that out, what you were doing on Saturday instead. But yeah, appreciate you, Herb, and we hope to see you soon for the Elimination Chamber. Moving on to Monday Night Raw, we see Obafemi once again coming in and just destroys the Viking Raiders. I see the caption down there, the Vikings fall to the ruler, Sped. What'd you think?
Oh, no, I love this. You're going to bring Oba out and beat 2 Vikings up. Come on. That's great. That's great TV. All right, we loved it. Oba's being presented very well. I like what they're doing. The ruler is going to rule. Yeah, that's what he needs to do.
Yeah, definitely presenting him. I don't know that I like that for the War Raiders. I think they could have gotten another tag team or somebody else. I mean, obviously you can't do Alpha Academy right now because they're the #1 contenders, and you don't want to get them to get squashed like that right before a championship match. But I mean, there's somebody else you could have done other than the War Raiders, who were just the tag team champions not that long ago. EC, we saw Oba at the Rumble. We saw him on Monday Night Raw. Do you like the way they're presenting him, and what do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, for him, for sure. I mean, I've had the front row seat to this man for a year and a half. So yeah. It's nothing new to me, but I agree with you. I don't like this for the Viking Raiders or War Raiders. I don't remember what they're called again now, but
they swapped them back to the War Raiders.
So. Okay, so the War Raiders. Yeah, I don't like it for them. And I agree with you. I think there's a lot of different people they could have used for this, because looking at this, it just seems like it's kind of the end for them to me.
Yeah, unfortunately, that loss didn't do a lot for him. So, I'll be interested to see where they go from here. Obviously the tag team division, it started to heat up a little bit, and then it kind of cooled back down after the Usos won, just because Jimmy hadn't been there. And look, I get Jimmy hasn't been there for good reason. Dealing with some personal stuff, some family stuff. So I get that. So they had to kind of kick the can down the road a little bit. Hopefully it will kick back up as soon as he is back coming up this Monday. But yeah, I mean, you've got them, you've got the Creeds, you've got, a couple other tag teams on there that just, it's kind of hard to see what they're doing with them.
I tried to take like the look or the view of it. Like, I kind of get what they're doing here. Like with Oba, if you come in and beat the hell out of these 2, Viking warriors, it's like, okay, you make Oba look like a badass, but it more so to me made them look extremely stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, and this isn't the only squash match that is kind of puzzling that we'll talk about on the show for sure. There's going to be one here a little bit later that we'll talk about that while I thought was good, it was a little weird. Yeah, the only thing, I mean, that's true, Stampede. There's a lot of tag teams that are kind of MIA that we don't know what's going on with them. So
yeah.
We also had another Grande Americano sighting with the OG costing the real Grande Americano that we'll call him. One's the OG and one's the real one. Thanks to EC, costing him a match against Javon Evans. Where does this lead? Do you think we get a mask for mask match at WrestleMania, or what do you think, EC?
I would love to see it go to WrestleMania. I'm really hoping they don't do this on, some random episode of Raw. Mask for mask would be great. And we'll finally expose that, OG fraud. Because the real Grande Americano is the tall guy. I won't say his name because, everyone.
Well, his name's Grande Americano. I mean,
well, I won't. Okay, let me rephrase that. I won't say the name that everyone seems to think he is, which it's not true.
I got you. The one that
Ken
they
Shamrock.
Grande America.
Ken Shamrock is crazy.
That's a new one. I like that one.
But yeah, no, I would love to see this match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just happy to see Omos back. Okay, the OG Americano was Omos the whole time. Okay, and I was happy to see him back. So no, it's pretty cool. If we get the mask versus mask, that's actually pretty cool.
And not for nothing, that match, if it's at WrestleMania or even if it's on Raw or another pay-per-view, imagine how incredible that match is going to be, because both the OG and the real Grande Americanos are both incredible wrestlers. And not for nothing, it's going to be an amazing match. And then we get the creation or the reintroduction of another character after that match, whichever one loses their mask. So definitely really cool. And I'm not sure. I didn't see Chad Gable Stampede. I don't know who that's about.
Omos, man. What are you talking about?
I saw Grande
It's
Americano.
Omos.
I didn't see. Maybe I missed it. I may have like fallen asleep and not seen Chad Gable come out. But yeah, I don't know.
Wale.
I don't understand these rumors, but okay.
I don't either. I mean, Chad Gable's hurt. I mean, we saw it. He's still out with an injury. He has not made his return yet.
How you guys know it wasn't Corey Graves? You know, I mean, come on.
I've been saying this since I saw, El Grande last year at WrestleMania. It's clear, looks nothing like Chad Gable.
Everyone's like, but the tattoo. Anybody can get a tattoo right here.
Yeah, and Stampede, I'm not sure what Monday Night Raw you watched. I mean, talking about Kaiser and Gable, while I agree, Kaiser and Gable are both great wrestlers. I haven't seen either one of them in a while. I think I know Gable's hurt. I think Kaiser may still be hurt. I don't know. But I do agree that when they return. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Ludwig Kaiser, Chad Gable, those are two completely different people.
Oh yeah, I mean, but they're both great wrestlers, and I hope they come back soon. And maybe they can form a tag team to go against the Americanos. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I bet Ludwig Kaiser with a Lucha mask on will lose at WrestleMania. Aaron, that could definitely help. That could definitely happen. So.
That's where
Walter's bathroom.
I mean, he might.
That's where Vikingo comes in and helps OG.
So he's like the kid, and this is going to be a very niche reference. He's like the kid in summer school who was in the bathroom all year and still got the best grade on the test. So that's very, very appropriate.
Yeah, absolutely.
If anybody that's under the age of 40 probably hadn't seen that movie, it's a very old movie. It's really good. Check it out. Google Summer School with Mark Harmon. Good movie. Let's see. I may be the only one who isn't into the Grande. You're not the only one. Stampede's not. That was kind of his comment, not directed to him comment. He's not real big on it either. So there are plenty of people who don't like the gimmick, but there are a lot of people that do. So. Moving on, we had the Women's World. Whoa, that didn't supposed to happen. Hit the wrong button. There you go. I'll learn how to do this in a minute, guys. This may be my first show. Sorry. We had the Women's World Champion defended in a street fight. Raquel Rodriguez ends up losing to Stephanie Vaquer after a little bit of shenanigans from the Judgment Day. I don't know that I really expected Raquel to win. I thought it would be interesting for the story if she had won and Liv had to go after her. But EC, what'd you think of the match, and where do we go from here?
They got me for a split second when it looked like Raquel was about to finally hit that Tejano bomb through the table, and then Stephanie reversed it. But that was the only split second that I thought Raquel had a chance to win. Everyone could probably tell or see that Liv Morgan, especially when she told her to stay in the back, that she would be right back out there. So I thought it was – they got a lot of time too, which I liked. But this with Liv coming out and interfering and once eliminating Raquel in the Rumble and now costing her the championship match. That's why I'm like, Raquel's not going to just let this slide.
Yeah. So, Sped, do you think we get the Judgment Day imploding sooner or later with everything going on and them costing Raquel, or do you think it lasts out till WrestleMania, or what? Where do you think we go from here?
It's gonna implode soon. I mean, listen. First off, Dom's back. Everybody saw it with the
That
big
is
ass
true.
glasses. Dom's back.
How dare you?
I'm happy.
How dare you?
With the big
It's on
ass
the
glasses
side.
and a lot more
It's
ink
on
on
the
his neck and his arm. So
And,
he's definitely been in
I saw
been in a
that.
tattoo chair
I know.
as well as rehabbing.
You know, Liv cut a really good promo on Raquel. It's explaining why she justified why she eliminated Raquel at the Royal Rumble. But this match in general, it was fire. I enjoyed every freaking second of this match. Yes, I thought it would be better for the story if you had Raquel versus Liv later on. But I mean, Stephanie versus Liv is still gonna be fire. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a good match.
I honestly think, like in ring, I think the
but
match with Liv and Stephanie will
Right.
be better. But story wise, I think Raquel would have been better.
Yeah. It is true. I would like the Raquel story. You're right about the match. But yeah, no, this all of this right here is actually just, I liked how it ended. You know, she came in, she beat her up a little bit, held the belt over her, and threw the belt right on the chest. Yeah, I was like, all right, that's how you end the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also keep in mind that Liv cost Raquel this match and then proceeded to just like walk off without even thinking about Raquel.
Yeah, that's the part that I got. It's not necessarily that she cost her the match. It's she came in, did the whole thing with the belt, and then just dipped. She didn't check on Raquel. She didn't check on Roxanne, who got put through a table. She was like, all right, I'm out. See you guys. I'm not even worried about y'all. That's kind of the part that I think they should focus on, because people like the Judgment Day have been costing each other matches forever.
Yeah.
That's not the groundbreaking part of this situation. It's how she left and just said, see you later.
Yeah.
So it definitely look more into that. That's for sure.
Poor Roxanne. I love that comment.
Yeah.
Roxy 2-time didn't deserve that.
And Randy, no problem, man. So make sure you guys check out you see the at HBTF Dogs Cast. Check him out on YouTube. He's got a big live stream coming up this Saturday. A lot of guests. There's going to be a lot of Georgia football talk. And look, he's not just. I mean, he's a huge fan. He actually played at Georgia. He's actually been on the sidelines. Got media credentials. The guy knows what he's talking about. So if you're a Georgia fan, make sure you check him out, especially if you're a Georgia fan, but college football fan in general. And check out the stream on Saturday after, or before, but also make sure you check out Sped on Point Taken on Saturday. What time's that, Sped?
Point Taken Saturday, 3:00 Eastern, 3 p. Eastern. Stampede is your reigning defending gold medalist champ. He's defending.
He finally won one
this week. Let's see if Mob. Yeah, he won last week. That shit was crazy. That was a good episode. That was really good. And we're going to find the story is that Ken Stampede showed that he is a top dog in Point Taken, whereas Carlos still the final boss. And was Mob Miz win just a fluke, when Carlos was gone. So join the DDDs and those guys, 3:00 p.m. Eastern Standard, Point Taken right here on Twitch. Yeah, and then it goes right there on the run-in. That one.
Eventually, I'm sure it'll be up there sooner or later.
I already put them.
We finally got episode 3 up. So.
Yeah, I thought
I put 3 up there. I don't know that I've seen 4. I'll check. I'll have to go double check.
Okay.
But you can find that. Look, if you're watching this on Twitch, if you're watching this on X, anywhere but YouTube, you can always scan. Oop, I did it. That QR code right there by my head. And make sure you go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to us over there and give us a like. So appreciate it very much. Moving on to NXT.
Michael from Kicking Out at 2, though. Michael from Kicking Out at 2. I got to give him a shout out because that dude, every time he comes on to Point Taken, he finishes second. And he gave Stampede a run for his money.
Didn't he win one time though?
No, he came close. Carlos beat him.
Oh, okay.
He has lost to Carlos in Stampede.
Speaking of losing, we had a couple of losers over there on NXT.
We got a lot of losers
Chase
on
U.
NXT.
Chase U gets beat, and Charlie Dempsey can't get past the first round of the speed tournament. I'll start with UEC, and I want to talk more about the Dempsey and LaFleur match. As someone who's in the building most times, were you at this Tuesday, or were you on the road?
Yeah, I was there.
So and it's hard to see, how does the crowd react to LaFleur? And is he as big of a deal as they're trying to make him out to be, or what's going on with him and beating Charlie Dempsey in the first round?
Oh yeah, I mean that place loves him. They go nuts when he goes out. So I mean, dude's pretty. He's good in the ring. So he's got that high flying ability too. But yeah, no, that crowd loves him. As far as Charlie Dempsey, you mentioned the word losers. Hey, when you disrespect the ring QCC as much as he does, he deserves this loss.
I'll take that. Yeah, I mean
That's
it's definitely he always seems to be on the periphery of them. You got Rendell over there trying to do everything they can to recruit more members and get everybody in the ring QCC, and Charlie seems to be against it. Apparently, he's still trying to hold on to some NQCC thing that used to be. I don't know. I think that used to be a thing, but everybody left because it wasn't all that great. Now, I don't know. I can go on for days about how much better the Ren QCC is. But we also had another match. Oddly enough, you got Lexis King down there. What'd you think, Sped?
Listen, anytime Chase U loses, who's happy? Sped's happy. All right? Because Chase U sucks. All right? Nobody should why you guys spell your name out, Chase? Huh? Andre, you guys don't know how to spell out there? Huh? You might want to ask.
They're from Alabama. I don't know. We found out Alabama's couldn't do that.
I don't know, man.
I mean, it does look like they're a member short.
I just can't take
it does look like they're a member short with Connors walking out the ring and kind of leaving with Lexis in stacks. Do you think Chase U's finally done, or do you think they get back together?
I hope.
I figured that would be your answer. See, Carol loves Chase U. She likes the old Chase U better. I do too. When they had Drew, when they had Hudson and Thea and all those guys, it was
never.
I liked it a lot more.
No, as someone that was there for it, OG Chase. Well, I would say OG, but
The
take
second
out. Yeah,
really,
yeah. Duke Chase U, Thea, Andre Chase. Yeah, I loved it, but this, I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm not big on Connors and who's the other guy? Uriah, something like that.
No, Uriah Connors and Cale Dixon.
Cale Dixon, that's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, I'm not big on those two. They haven't really hit with me. So
yeah,
I'm glad to see them lose.
If I hire
I don't
Tony
want to see
D,
Lexis King win.
Can I hire Tony D to take out Chase U?
I mean, I'm sure if you give him enough money, you can.
I don't think you can afford Tony D.
I just want him to kick their ass, beat him up for him.
That man's a mob boss. He ain't coming out for $20.
I ain't gonna be $20.
Seeing your eye.
What does this say? I really need. Oh, David Finley. Yeah.
Yeah. Next up. Oh, go ahead. Nope.
No,
and we'll move on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that was anytime they come out, it's a waste of time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the stacks and Lexis King. To Aaron's point, I mean, it makes Lexis a little bit more tolerable to me, I guess, which is really weird because stacks is pretty annoying too. But I don't know. I like them seeing them together. It's definitely a good change.
He reminds me of that King from the Royal Rumble. Ready to Rumble. Sorry, the movie Ready to Rumble. I'll rule you. Hate that. If you ever watched that movie.
Izzy Dame coming in an incredible triple threat match with Thea Hill and Lola Vice, retaining the Women's North American Championship. EC, you're there. You're the expert on women's wrestling in NXT. What'd you think?
It is what it is. That's what I think. This match was a highlight in what I thought was kind of a boring show to be at.
Yes, it was boring to watch on TV
I was
too. To
gonna
be
say
completely
Yeah.
honest.
that's
Yeah.
what I was actually gonna say.
Now, Izzy. Honestly, Izzy. I think Izzy's going to have a wonderful run as champion. My favorite part of this match, however, was Kalani smashing the hand of Lola Vice. I loved it. I stood up and I was like, "Thank you so much," because I was so afraid Lola was about to win this match. It is what it is.
There you go. Instead, you kind of said you agreed with boring. Outside of the rest of the show, which I thought that this was one bright spot, and another bright spot we'll get to in a minute overall. What did you think of the match?
I actually enjoyed this. I love all the women that were in this match. Right, I like Thea Hale, I like Izzy, and I like Lola. All right, these three women actually put on a great match on a show that I was just like, oh my god, is it almost done yet? The whole time. It's just I rather switch last night with my wife and put my daughters to bed. Not last night, Tuesday. Sorry, Tuesday, and put my daughters to bed than watch NXT at that point. But when this came on, I was like, okay, thank God the world has been restored. Things are fine again. I don't have to go upstairs and put the girls to bed. So this was
and they were fine in your world
because of this
for a moment. But then I know it all came crashing back down for you later in the night as we get the world champion, the NXT championship in a ladder match, and your new NXT champion, say his name and he will become champion, Joe Hendry. I see the head already in the hand. Sped, not for nothing, I thought this match itself was really good. I thought this was the other bright spot of the show. I really enjoyed what they did in the match. But I know you don't agree, but Joe Hendry's your new champion.
I like the match. I really did. Oh my God. Feels like they made a couple of new stars in this match. Rising stars. I'm not saying they're straight up a star right now.
You're right.
What was it? Carver, I believe. That kid's you had a front row to seat to that kid, EC. That kid is fast. When he was blowing through everybody into the wall. I might be thinking of another person right now, but there's so many people. He went through the ladder right there at the end. That's what it was. That dude, look. The only thing I didn't like, you go from Oba to Joe Hendry. I would have accepted Ricky again, right? But Joe Hendry is
absolutely.
I would have.
Not.
And to be fair, I've always been a Joe Hendry fan.
If you're gonna give it to anyone,
I would much rather see Joe Hendry there than Ricky Saints. I would have rather had seen Keanu Carver with his performance. I know he's young. I think it would have been
that kid. Yes,
it would have been a great transition from Oba. I wouldn't have minded Deion Lennox with the
Dark
Fate connection. They could have come in. I don't know that I would have wanted Shiloh.
That would have been nice.
I would have. That would have been okay.
No, I'm just saying. That's just me. I don't know, man. It's just Joe Hendry. It just feels like it's the same thing with him.
But it's hard to argue. And again, I'll default to you, EC, because you're in the crowd. The crowd loves him, man. The crowd goes crazy every time Joe Hendry's name or music or anything, and they loved him winning. How'd they take it in the building?
It's exactly what you said. I posted a video on Instagram of when he won the match, so you could always just see that video and see the actual reaction. But no, you can say that that's your opinion. It's a very bad opinion. Nobody wants Ricky Saints as a champion again. No, I will not accept that. Joe Hendry.
You guys got a gimmick champion.
Okay, and Ricky Saints offers nothing. We've been there.
What does Joe Hendry offer, though?
People are gonna watch that man, whether you like it or not. Ain't nobody tuning in to NXT.
On 4. Yeah, man.
Look, anyone in that match could have won except
I don't
Ricky
know.
Saints, and it
Nah,
would have
Joe
been
Hendry's
okay.
not it.
That's
Yeah, see, I'm the same way
In
about Joe Hendry, though.
NXT's defense, they have had Obafemi as their champion. They have had dominant champions for a little while now. It's okay every now and then to have, like you call it, a gimmick champion or a comedy champion every now and then. Do I think he should hold the belt forever? No. Joe Hendry can put on a good match. Yes, he's goofy. Yes, he does the whole dance and the songs and all that, but he can still put on a good match. And having a different sort of champion than you have had from Obafemi for a while gives you a nice change of pace. There is something to be said from having a different style of champion than you have had with Obafemi for forever. So I don't mind it. I would have rather seen some other people win just because it's NXT. We're trying to build new stars. And I guess Joe Hendry is kind of that, but not really. He's been there a while. So Lady Alpha, I mean, a lot of people in the audience believe in Joe Hendry. They like Joe Hendry. I mean, it's
when you look at, and this isn't even just me saying because I'm there, but it has a lot to do with it, obviously.
Did
But
Sports Illustrated also say it?
no, he's not on that level.
Checking.
Which, for the record, you know what? I'll get back to that later. Anyway, that comment that she made about entertainment is perfect for that, because you could have taken anyone in this match, give him that championship, and the entertainment would have came into play, other than Ricky Saints.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that. It would definitely be something. Ricky Saints just seems like you're just recycling something. At least Joe Hendry's something a little different. So.
There's no entertainment purpose to Ricky Saints.
All right. That is everything with NXT. We will move on to the Wednesday night Dynamite of AEW. And Andrade and Omega putting on an incredible match. Sped, I'll start with you. What'd you think?
Oh man, this is how you start off a show. All right, these two come in. These two have a great match. You could either way, either or could have won.
I was like, were you surprised with the winner?
No, honestly, anybody. Oh man, you could have either or win this one. The way they've been trying to, like, Omega's not where Omega used to be a couple years ago. He's had that surgery. We all see slowed down. He wants one more run. I get that. But like, I don't know. I like this match a lot. This was a great way to start off Dynamite, and they're really showcasing Andrade very well. Them and New Japan. New Japan's doing the same damn way. They're really showcasing him very well.
Yeah, I mean, everybody seems to agree. EC, what'd you think about the match?
Yeah, more than anything, I think it puts Andrade back looking like a legitimate superstar, something WWE absolutely failed to do. So, yeah, I think it was good for that.
Yeah, and I know you said you really weren't surprised, Nick, Sped by the winner. I actually kind of was, especially with the way they're pushing Omega, wanted to go back for the championship. I think him losing this early in that journey, really kind of is surprising. I don't know that it will hurt him the way Andrade performed and what Andrade's doing there, because he's definitely come in like a ball of fire after he came back. But I mean, I don't know. I thought it was an interesting way to start it with him losing like that. So. Next up, we've got. Ricochet there.
Change that headline. Damn it. That's something.
Go ahead. Talk about Ricochet and the international. Is it the national championship? Sorry, I always get this confused.
National, yeah. So we had Jungle Boy versus Ricochet, and I forgot to change the bottom right there and the other part. I was doing this so fucking fast. But this was actually a good match. We're seconds behind. Sorry. Things got thrown out when my brain saw that at the bottom. But I like this match. We had Young Bucks come out and make a save for Jungle Boy, but Jungle Boy didn't win anyway. So Ricochet's taking a lot of heat from a lot of people for no reason, I believe, online right now.
There's a reason for it.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
EC,
But no, this was
what
good.
did you think of the match? And did you agree with Ricochet winning?
Oh, absolutely, I agree with him winning. I mean, you got to capitalize on the kind of hate that he gets from people. So, I mean, yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
actually a really
No
good
problem.
match.
And unfortunately, I didn't get to see this match. I've seen highlights of it. I had something I had to do during this match. I had to run out. So one of the reasons I just kind of kicked it over. I did not get a chance to see it, so I apologize. But we will move on to a match I did get to see, although it wasn't very hard to. The championship eliminator match.
Oh my
Um,
god.
we talked earlier about squash matches and how they kind of ruined the War Raiders. This was pretty much a squash match with Brody King on MJF. Do you think it hurts MJF, or do you think it just
Oh, hell
builds
no.
for their match coming up? Sped?
Oh no, I loved every second of this. 77 seconds. This doesn't do nothing bad to MJF. He's just building up for the next match. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're pushing Brody King as a monster, man, and he is. He is a monster. I mean, when a guy can come out and sound like a damn pit bull or a Rottweiler barking at you, you know you're screwed. You know, if you gotta get out of there. MJF, I don't know, man. I like this match though. This was a great match. 77 seconds to beat a world champion. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, it was definitely something different that they don't do very often. From that coming from AEW in that perspective, especially for their champion like that. I agree, man. And you've heard me over the past year and a half, 2 years. I've been trying to get him to push Brody King since the House of Black. Man, I mean, I've been a fan of this dude for a while.
Yeah.
He has needed this push. You know, whether he beats MJF or not, I doubt it. But just being in that realm and in that main event scene, I am here for it. I'm excited for it. EC, you talked specifically too about the War Raiders. Does this affect MJF the same way, or does it have a little bit of a different with the match coming up?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I think more than anything, it gives it like a realistic look because, like, if you're this monster the size of Brody King and you got this kind of guy MJF saying the things he says do and the things he does, it's exactly what you're going to go do is beat the crap out of him. And to be honest, I think it adds like an element of real life. So no, it doesn't hurt him because we all know, or at least I believe there's no chance that MJF loses that title, but I like it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's any way that Brody King actually wins the world championship, which obviously, in the grand scheme of things, even if this hurt MJF at all now, when he gets the win back, in a few weeks, it would definitely make up for it. So, and it was crazy fast. It was, but like Stampede said, it's a completely different situation. You've got MJF who's been dominant, who's been winning, who's a world champion, as opposed to the War Raiders, who you haven't seen in a while. They lost one number one contenders match not too long ago, and then come in and get squashed by one guy. It is very different situations, but obviously that's kind of what discourse online has been about being squashed or not. So I just definitely wanted to get you guys' opinion. And that's kind of what I was saying, Stampede. There are a lot of different layers to the MJF thing, with everything going on. So. Anything else from Dynamite, Sped, that you want to talk about or pull out in particular?
I do.
That tag team match, the tag team championship women's eliminator match. God, Biggs Wrath versus I can't think of who they were facing right now. Crap. Go ahead,
Is
EC.
it not
I
Rain
can't
and
think
Ford?
of the name right now.
Hold
on. I have to go through the notes again.
All I was gonna say was my girl Brittany Brooks was on there, so that was cool.
I did see that in like a mixed tag match. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was mega bad. Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. That's who they were up against.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That was a fantastic match.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I didn't want to get that wrong. That was a fantastic match.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a great match. Look, anytime that I get to see Bayne and Ford, that's one of my favorite women's tag teams over there. I'm a huge Megan Bayne fan, so I'm glad to see they're going to get to go for the title, 100%. Yeah, thank you, Isaiah, as well as Stampede. But yeah, definitely good too. To your point, EC, to see some different talent and some different stuff kind of going on with Brittany, and I can't remember her tag team partner. And then you had Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm and Jordan Oasis. That was it with Brittany Brooks. So yeah,
Yeah, and
definitely
also,
good to see. Go ahead.
You guys.
I was gonna say also my other homie Zeta Steel tag team match on Collision this coming Saturday.
There you go.
Did you guys
Right.
see
That brings-
MJF? Did you guys see today MJF and Seth Rollins met each other over at the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I saw the video of that.
That was
I think it's
cool.
funny everybody's making a big deal out of it. I mean, they met at the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
They're both football fans. Yeah. I mean, God forbid two football fans that happen to meet each other at the Super Bowl. I don't know. Wrestling fans will make a big deal out of pretty much anything. So,
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to everybody's favorite segment of the night, Stampede's World of Wrestling. And take it away, Stampede.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Stampede here with the World of Wrestling from last week. We're going to start off counting down the top 5 matches from last week. Coming in at number 5 in TNA, no holds barred match between Rich Swann and AJ Francis. Great job by these two gentlemen. Match got an 8.35 rating and a 10 from me. So if you haven't seen that, check out last Thursday's TNA episode. Make sure you check that match out. Coming in at number 4 from the Royal Rumble. This looks to be it for Mr. Styles as far as WWE goes, and it was the match with Gunther that they had in the retirement match. Gunther went over. AJ's retired. Let's see what's up for AJ next and where that may or may not be. Match also got an 8.35 rating from me. Coming in at number 3, over in New Japan Pro Wrestling, Hiroki Goto defeated Ryohei Oiwa. Goto is just a legend in New Japan, and Ryohei Oiwa is one of the young upcoming wrestlers in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So if you haven't checked those out yet, make sure you head over to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Check that out. New Japan World, $10 a month. One of the best deals in the business. Coming in at number 2 from AEW, we have Andrade versus Swerve Strickland. Andrade punched his ticket to move one step closer to that number 1 contendership for the AEW World title. So, big things happening for Andrade since he went back again to AEW. He got a lot of stuff going on, both in AEW and over in New Japan. He got storylines running there too. Number 1, Mark Briscoe versus Tommaso Ciampa, the debuting Tommaso Ciampa. For the TNT title, this match got an 8.9 rating, and Tommaso Ciampa in his first match in AEW pulls off the upset, I guess you would have to say, and he defeated Mark Briscoe, so he is your new TNT champion. And he is also your men's wrestler of the week for pulling that off. So good on Tommaso. Great presentation. Really interested to see where this is going to go forward for him. And it looks like first out of the gate will be Kyle Fletcher. So that's a very interesting program to start off. So they're dumping him right in the deep end. Your women's wrestler of the week from WWE and your women's Royal Rumble winner, Liv Morgan. Congratulations to this woman. She has put the work in. She more than deserves this. Could not be happier for her. Looking forward to the program that's going to come up against Stephanie Backdoor. Your tag team of the week, Babes of Wrath. Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron. They defended their tag team titles against the Sisters of Sin on that very same collision, and they came out victorious. So good on them. What's coming up? What's to look forward to this week? Well, tonight, February 5th, we have Revolver Killer Hour. Some matches to look forward to on this. Killer Cross will take on Bear Bronson. Chris Danger will take on BDE. You would recognize that name from TNA. This is in a Danger, Ladder, and Chairs match. And the Revolver title match for the top title in that promotion, Myron Reed, who just recently signed with AEW and with the Rascals. He will put his title on the line against Cruel. February 6th, GCW and JCW, the J Cup tournament starts. So if you like tournament wrestling, especially in an indie setting, definitely one to check out and get involved in there. They'll have a series of shows coming up highlighting those tournament matches. Also on the 6th, Pro Wrestling Eve has a show on the go. Riho will put her Eve title on the line against Nightshade. It's not the Rio from AEW, different Rio. Definitely worth checking out, though. And if you love Piper Niven, or especially Viper, when she was over in England wrestling, you will really like Nightshade. There's a lot of similarities there. This Saturday, AAA on Fox, there'll be a mixed tag team championship as Chelsea Green and Ethan Page put their titles on the line against Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana. And the show, do not miss this weekend. Do not miss this show. Stardom Supreme Fight in Osaka, February 7th. Depending on your time zone, that'll be either late Saturday night or Sunday. Depends. Really stacked card, title matches of note. We have the Goddess of Stardom Championships as Natsuko Tora and Relka defend their titles against Hanan and B. Priestley. B. Priestley, you would recognize from WWE. She was Blake Davenport there, so if you liked her in WWE, you can now find her in Stardom. The Wonder of Stardom Championship is on the line as Konami is going to defend against Ami Sourei. That match should be an incredible back and forth. Like these two are working at the top of the game. And this one here could be a early contender for match of the year. Saya Kamatani will put her World of Stardom Championship on the line against the former Wonder of Stardom champion Starlight Kid. So that will most definitely be your main event. That's it for me this week. And now back to Mike. Now back to Spin.
Appreciate you so much, Stampede, for taking us around the world in wrestling and letting us know not only what was good to watch last week, but what is good coming up. And you can see by the comments, Aaron, Carol, a lot of people in the chat. I mean, that is the best new segment on the show. Everybody loves it. So we appreciate you. Make sure you add EC in there too. We don't want to disrespect EC. So. Next up, we have our Twitter post of the week. Sped, all yours.
So come February 27th, we're going to see Athena take on the IWGP women's champion, Suri, over there. She's also the New Japan Strong champion, so she's a double champ. This is going to be one hell of a freaking match. All right, Athena versus Suri is going to tear down. New Japan is bringing the heat when they come to Trenton, New Jersey. Oh, man. Yeah. That's all I want to say about that.
Make sure you check that out. Sped doing his best Stampede impression, telling us what to watch coming up. Appreciate you, brother. Also brings us to another Twitter post of the week. Go ahead.
So, in a Raw recap, Evans has said that he's young enough to potentially break Randy Orton's record. He wants to break that record, being the youngest world champion. He's saying that. I think he said he was like 22 right now. He turns 22 in April or something. Randy was 24, so he's got like less than 2 years to do it. There's a chance. What do you guys think? There's a chance that the young OG becomes the youngest world champion in WWE. What do you guys think?
Go ahead, EC. Go ahead, EC. I'll let you start.
I mean, could he? Absolutely. Will he? Probably not. I don't know. I don't know if they actually see him as a world champion.
I don't know, man. They're pushing him pretty hard. He's definitely got a lot of charisma. I mean, I kind of agree. I don't know. Carol, same thing. I don't know that they've seen him as a champion, but they may be able to do it just to kind of show that they are trying to push new stars. Randy doesn't need that record. He's got so many other accolades in his career. It would definitely be cool, even if it's a short reign as champion, a month or two or something like that. It would be very cool just to have his name in the record books as well. Isaiah 50-50 shot. Stampede thinks it's a slim chance.
I wouldn't mind. I just don't know if they will.
Yeah, and that was kind of going to be my point. Sorry, I had something in my throat. WWE has been very hesitant to put a world champion on somebody that's under the age of 35, really. Most of the time under the age of 40. So having him win, it would definitely be a shock. Especially trending with everybody else that's been winning and it's been going on. So.
He said maybe if they invent a third world title.
Oh, goodness. Gotta love Stampede. But definitely let us know what you guys think in the comments. We've already had a few people answer. If you're in the comments and you have an opinion, let us know and we will share it out there. As we move on to the TRI Matchmaker of the Week. A little bit of women's wrestling. You got Stampede or Sped? Shit.
Ooh.
My bad.
So we got Stephanie Becker versus Chris Statlander versus Li Ying Lee. I'm sorry, it's Lee. And then Suri from New Japan Pro Wrestling, the double champ I just mentioned. I picked these 4 women because they're all 4 world champions of the respected brand. And in my opinion, I'm going with Chris Statlander in this one. She's a powerhouse. She's got more stamina. She's a double champ in her own right. She's been through the ringer and back over in Japan and also over in AEW. I love all 4 women in this match. Stephanie and Siri, I think I can see those 2 going at it. And I can see Lee taking the pin from Chris. So what do you guys think? EC, you're the women's wrestling expert. What do you think?
My newfound, well, not so new, but like recently newfound love for Stat Daddy makes me want to go with her. But
yeah,
I've been around Stephanie way too much. I don't even think I can count on, or I think I can count on less than, a full hand how many times I've seen her lose. So I definitely agree with Ying Lee taking the pin, but I got to go with the Stephanie.
Goodness, this one's tough.
Yeah.
That's a good one. It's tough.
Yeah, no, it's tough. I will definitely say out of the 4, I think Lee will take the pin. But if I had to pick a winner, I'm going to go with the double champ there on the screen and Chris Statlander. She's got a lot more. I know Stephanie Becker has been around. She was over in Stardom and other things, in CMLL, things like that before she came to WWE. But Chris Statlander recently has more overall experience throughout the world, so I think she would be able to handle different styles more easily. I think she's just dominant right now. I like everything she's doing, so I definitely have to go with Chris Statlander on there, pinning Li Ying Lee to get the win.
Yeah,
Isaiah agrees with this to be Stat.
Stat Daddy's bad woman.
I love Stat. I love Stat Daddy. So that, yeah.
Yeah.
Stampede's got Siri as top 10 all time for women. So definitely somebody to check out.
Listen, Stampede, I could see Siri winning this one. I really could. But if you look at the what's going to happen, I can see Stephanie and Siri getting into it, going into the crowd, or Stat taking both of them out through the barricade or putting one through the table. Stat is just that powerhouse, and this works in her favor. If this is 1-on-1, Siri beats them all easily.
All right. And that does it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our show. We will go through EC. Let everybody know where they can find you on all your socials.
ECBITW on Twitter. Same thing on Instagram with an underscore.
All right. And I am at _Big Mike 27 on pretty much all socials. You can also search YouTube at _Big Mike 27 or look up the Run to Wrestling podcast. If you're watching us, again, I'll say it one more time. If you're over on Twitch watching us, scan that QR code right there by my head. brings you straight to YouTube where you can subscribe. I got it right that time. I had to think about it for a second. You can always subscribe to us. It's absolutely free to subscribe on YouTube. We are trying to push for 300 before WrestleMania. So make sure if you're watching, and please tell a friend if you like us. Even if you don't like us, tell a friend. Tell them to check us out. Tell them to figure out why you don't like them. Appreciate you. Horror Wrestling. Michael Llewellyn from Kicking At It Too. Also co-founder of the Gimmick Table Media Group, which we're a part of. Appreciate you coming in. Check them out on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock Central over on the Kicking At It Too podcast. Appreciate you coming in here at the end. But yeah, at _Remount27. Check us out. If you're over on Twitch, make sure you scan that QR code and go give us a subscribe. And that brings us to the final word with Sped.
Oh, man. All right. First thing, look, the unintelligence in the IWC is really showing lately. If you have to go after dead mama jokes, you a fucking moron, right? You really got help out with the No Child Left Behind Act, right? You should have been freaking shamed and kicked out of school. You're just that dumb if you're going to have to do dead mama jokes, right? That shit's never cool. Second, come join us on Saturdays because Stampede's ass is on there trying to keep his gold. Point taken 3 o'clock right here on Twitch, and then you got Good Morning IWC at 10 o'clock in the morning right here on Twitch. Both shows different from what the run-in's doing, and I think you guys will like it. But congratulations, Herb. I will get my crown back. Pepe's bald spot won't be there for long. All right.